the Joystick show. These motherfuckers weren't ready for that mid-gulp.
Yo,
Caught him with
I was
that
ready.
mid-gulp. You saw that?
Yeah,
that
I was born ready.
Plastic
Right,
cup
one
crew.
of
Finished all my water.
those. Okay. I
Right.
didn't,
man.
you know.
Oh.
Welcome to the Joystick show, you know.
Yay.
Got the boys here, the whole gang. What is this, like the third in a row that we got
This
the
is
whole
like
Hey.
really impressive, actually.
It's like 3.5. You came in
Yeah.
late last episode. But
Oh,
It
right.
still counts. It still
Yeah,
counts.
yeah. Making is making it.
Fucking welcome to the Joystick show. Here for 40 to 60 minutes to edutain you. That's a combination of edutain. Fuck. I literally
Brand new
just
word.
said edutain again. A game.
Huh.
This is part of it. This
game
is part of
and
the
a game.
entertainment.
Education and entertainment. Yes, for sure. I just also realized we have a brand new light, and I didn't do the white balance over, but whatever. You know, fuck it. We live, we learn.
It looks pretty good.
I'll color correct.
Isn't
You got
that
a light?
I'm
That's
not
like
behind
a-
the camera, but from here it looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
We
all
got
that
a-
matters.
We got like a big spirit orb from like Dragon Ball Z, just like floating.
That's
above
exactly
us.
what we got. Went on Amazon and
Yeah.
bought a spirit orb
from
the
Dragon Ball Z
universe.
website.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a chill one. I don't really.
let's get the YouTube shit out of the way.
Yeah, you're right. I should probably
Yeah.
get that. I don't want to do it.
No,
No.
I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do
Oh.
it. Yeah, okay. Guys, make sure to hit that bell for the
Bing.
subscription. Super
Doing.
important. We have like the best conversion rate in the industry.
In the industry.
Confirmed. Make sure to also like. If you don't like it, that means we assume you hate us and you want us to die, and we don't want that at all.
That's
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Do we know
rough.
what we're commenting? Because I don't have anything.
We'll tell it at the end.
Yeah,
of the
we'll do it at
episode.
the
We'll
end.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Wait until the end. You have to watch it now.
This is the
Yeah.
You
journey
have to.
begins
You're-
now.
You're contractually obligated
Yeah.
to watch it.
Real
You
quick, I want to give a special
contractually
shout outs to Dylan for going away next week.
Oh yeah.
So now we have to film a second podcast
We sure
like
do.
Monday.
Well, I mean, we could do like a late weekend.
Is that why you're wearing this like vacation shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey.
for his first tropical
I'm already-
vacation to
I'm already-
Pennsylvania.
My tropical vacation to a higher elevation
Yeah.
Do they have beaches in Pennsylvania?
by like the lakes. They do.
They're like
But it's
lakes,
not-
Pennsylvania's not coastal,
beaches.
right?
No, it's not.
It's
Yeah.
west, right?
Mhm.
Got it. I'm learning.
Mm-hmm.
Big boy.
Yeah.
Yo, keeping it on track with geography, I got something cool to share with you.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, before I get into that, I want to just flex my capabilities. You know,
Okay.
you guys know Wordle, that shit that just took
Yeah.
everybody by storm. The word game
Wordle's popped
online.
off. Yeah.
You ever heard of it?
It sounds familiar.
It's this game online where you have to guess a 5-letter word.
Okay, yeah.
When you put in the 5 letters, it'll tell you like if you have the right letters, if they're in the correct spot, blah blah blah. So now they're making a bunch of variations of it. So this guy at work told me about one called Hurdle.
Mm.
All right.
It's spelled like herd, like I heard, HEARDO. But the object of this one is you only get a second of a song. So it plays the first second
I've
of the
seen
intro
this.
to the song.
That's fun.
And then if you don't, you take a guess. And the way it works is there's like a list. So like when you start to type in the song, if you don't see it on the list, then you know it's not the right
Yeah.
one type of thing. So it's not like you're guessing out of like the whole 10 million songs that have ever been made or whatever. But if you get it wrong, they give you more seconds until like you have 6 or 7 seconds. And then after that, you don't get it, you lose. And it's daily like Wordle, right? So my coworker told me to try it out. I said, yeah, sure. And I played it, and it was literally just 1 second of this. It went, that was it. It just went.
Did you get it?
It was like it was
It's
just
Linkin Park.
nah. It's Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin.
yeah,
'Cause that song starts off going, and then that's when the beat drops in.
That's weird.
And I've listened to that song like 150 times. So I immediately was like, oh shit, Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin. And my coworker, my kids, they were all just like, what the fuck, bro? And I was like,
You don't.
you never
like, go
heard
listen
that
to the
bop?
beginning of that song, just those first 2. I just knew it. I was like, all right, yeah, cool.
Yeah, I forgot.
The only variation I've seen of Wordle is it's like 4 Wordles at the same time. It's called Quordle.
So it's like 5 words.
Can we make just
No, it's-
fake Wordle?
It's 4 words.
Like,
So
Squirtle.
like it gives you like 4 sets of like hints per one entry, and I think you get like 10
guesses to get the 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like super hard.
I like
Man,
that
I
one.
just Joey said Squirtle, and I got like the worst idea in my head.
No, is it the? It's
like
say it.
You guess like a porn star's vagina.
And each time a little
Yeah,
more
a little bit
on
more,
blurred.
yeah.
Portal.
Yeah, I like
Shout
that.
out to Squirtle.
Yeah, shout out to
You
Squirtle.
hit the word right on,
Squirtle.io.
Bobby.
No, my mindset was like a game that was all related to like bathroom terms and bathroom humor, and it's called Turtle.
What?
TURD.
How would it work?
Oh,
Turtle.
turtle. I'm just thinking of the fucking
Yeah,
animal.
I was like, what?
Yeah, they're
No,
cute.
the whole reason I brought up the whole like Dole games in the first place is because there's another one, I don't know if you've heard of it, called Wordle, I think it is.
Okay.
And it's a geography based one.
Oh wow.
So how it works is they give you like a silhouette of a country,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to guess what the country is.
Okay, I gotta
And if
play
you get
this.
it wrong, it'll tell you like how far away you
I
were
won't
in
get it wrong.
terms
I'll
of.
get it wrong.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I kind of want to load this up real quick, but no, keep talking.
I don't play a lot of those iPhone games or phone games. I think the last game I played was Among Us solely
Yeah, I
because
mean,
they added Ghostface.
That shit looks mad fun, bro. I love geography shit as the GeoGuessr guy.
Oh, you're definitely.
Mm.
I guess. Oh, is this it?
Yeah. I kind of just want to make a bunch of parodies now.
that GeoGuessr speedrun.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, those GeoGuessr guys go hard.
Yeah.
Because there's one I was watching that was you only have 10 seconds, and it could be any country in the world.
Uh-huh.
And some guy just got it randomly while streaming. And I was just watching him, and he was like, "Hey, is this a world record?" Oh shit!
It is.
I did it.
You guys want to give Dylan a bit of a challenge?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say for what it's worth. This country, I don't recognize it, but it looks like one of those countries that'd be super recognizable. Also, I have no idea which is. Okay, I have the remote in my
Guys,
pocket.
we are now gonna watch.
Thank you, Joey. Good cover.
We are now gonna watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force season 2, episode 3 on HBO Max.
What are you talking about? That was just a purple screen, Dylan. I totally didn't have the HBO Max logo. Right. Oh, look, that's our logo.
Yay!
We own that. No, look, I was gonna say I don't recognize the country, but it looks like a very like interesting shape. So here we go. What are we dealing with here, Dylan?
Wordle.
That's the double action revolver and a.
It looks like
hilted-
a
It looks like
key.
it looks like an
I've
ice
been-
cream that got a bite out of it.
Yeah.
Like
Okay,
a
I'm gonna be
drumstick.
real with you guys. I've never
Never seen this?
ever seen this country.
So if I had to
ever.
take a guess, this gives me like African vibes. You know, because it's a long
Nah.
continent.
No.
Yeah, okay, go with Morocco.
Morocco.
Yeah,
You ready?
yeah.
Guess. 86% right. We're 268.5 kilometers south of that.
Oh.
I don't know if that means that Morocco is south of where we're supposed to go, or if we're supposed to go south.
I don't. Wait, that's strange. Wait, I don't know.
So what's right under Morocco? Because we're
Wakanda.
mad close.
Okay, go with go Benin.
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 Where in Africa
Yeah.
is Morocco?
Northern part.
This motherfucker.
Wow.
Dylan is nutty with it.
So I thought it was
You got it
Morocco. So
right.
Morocco is like the
Wow.
Morocco is like northern tip,
Yeah.
but then they also had a war with Mauritania, and they have like the southern part. So I thought that was like the curved part.
Never heard of Mauritania.
You
in
know
my
those
life.
countries.
Yeah, yeah. I've been in that country.
He hired guards and everything.
I have not been
Been
in
in.
that country,
been in.
but I bet Morocco will Morocco your socks off.
Oh, that's horrible.
Thank you.
Oh my
Those
god.
facts right
I'm glad
there.
we were able
Give
to
me
find.
another one.
I'm glad that it's one a day, but I was gonna say I'm glad we were able to find Dylan's new passion.
Yeah, so I will be going home at midnight. Yeah, I will be playing.
Ready to
Playing
go.
the new one right
Looking
there.
for the
I'll be playing GeoGuessr or whatever
archive.
it's called.
Jeez, man.
That's mad funny.
Jeez.
But yeah, that shit was sick. Oh, apparently you can hide the country for a harder challenge, or randomly rotate the country image, so it's not in the.
Oh, he's just fucking.
Oh,
That's
shoot,
crazy.
That's
Dang.
crazy.
It's
That's
like-
OD. That is OD.
You see that Wordle? It's just got difficulty levels.
I could do that.
so-
I'll probably do that.
Yeah.
You could show me like New York upside down and it would mess me up for a
Yeah.
bit. I'd be like, what?
Yeah,
is
didn't
that?
New York Times they bought Wordle, right? Why haven't they like added to it? Like it was just some dude that made it, right?
Oh, but now it's just still the same thing. But
Yeah, they
Buy
bought it just to leave it the same.
maybe they're gonna put it in the newspaper.
Yeah.
You know that interactive game where the ink on the newspaper tells you where the letters are.
Yeah, wow, that'd be so cool if they had a game like that in
What
the
a-
newspaper.
What a great medium.
What's gonna die out, right? Like magazines
It's
and
been
newspaper.
it's been trucking along.
Because like
bro.
Game Informer, you know,
Yeah.
like that's gone. It has
Yeah,
to be.
it's
Yeah.
gone.
No one's gonna be like. All right,
I mean,
gotta
that's
pick
just
up.
like game facts and like
Like-
GameStop.
Well,
and
isn't it just
GameSpot.
also ironic to just like read like I don't know any type of digital medium?
This game
on
is coming
paper?
out and like you could just watch the trailer.
Yeah.
Or watch a panel that happened months ago.
right?
Hey, listen, there was a time where getting a fucking magazine at the front of your house was sick. Okay.
Oh,
It was.
for
Yeah, there was.
It didn't matter
100%.
if it was like Mad Magazine or Nick Magazine.
Yo, Mad magazines were dope.
Any interactive
Hustler
shit was
magazine, but when a magazine came to your fucking front door, that shit was hype.
Maxim, and I hand it to my dad. You know.
Watered down pornography. It's like, ooh, a tank top and
Ooh.
underwear.
Ooh, Olivia Munn in a bikini.
Yeah, right.
It's like crazy.
Just wanted to take a moment to observe that Hunter's doing what I do when people turn on the light on me in the morning.
It's covering his eyes like this.
That's a good picture opportunity.
Yeah.
If I had, here
It's
we
like,
go.
stop.
Quick photo op.
Look at our
With
boy.
the flash on.
The flash.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that to my
It's the,
boy.
it's the spirit orb, man. He's not used to it.
Word, right?
He's not used to the spirit orb, so it's kind of
He's used to
pissing
the
him
light coming from that way.
Yeah.
He threw off his whole
It's
life.
cute, mad cute.
Bro, that ring doesn't want to stay on
It's
your
gone
finger.
forever. man.
Because I play with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually a dead guy's ring. That's 3 sizes.
And it's trying to get away.
Yeah, it's
Go back to
it's
its
that
owner.
dead rapper that was in the nightclub.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
How fucking
what a
what
segue.
a
Goonoo.
society we are. Holy shit.
That's
that
incredible.
and the Will
Insane.
Smith slap in the same month. Like,
Jerry, explain.
Yeah, both of those in the same month. It's
Jerry,
kinda wild.
explain the corpse guy.
The corpse guy?
Corpse,
The-
not the singer.
Let me get Corpse Guy's name.
No.
Out of
Goonoo?
respect for Corpse.
I know the rapper's name is Goonoo.
Goonoo.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
so
know what
a
his
rapper died
actual name
and
is,
he
yes.
requested this. Like before he
I-
died, he was like, "Hey, I want to be
No,
here."
I think his family. did
Maryland
this.
rapper Goonoo.
Because
I don't
that's
know.
kind of fucked up, though.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you were like, "Hey, these are my dying wishes," it's cool. But then
Yeah.
if your family was just like, "Nah, fuck it, let's put him in a
Nah, his
nightclub."
family were like, "This is what he would have wanted."
Yeah, I don't know if he's
I don't
if
think
he
he
actually
I don't know
said
if
that.
you're writing type of
I
thing.
just imagine just him.
I mean, low key, they're making so much money off of this because I mean, not that many people knew who he was. Like, I'm assuming this is a huge publicity star. right?
Who?
Like, but now people are gonna click his name on Spotify, just
Too early?
listen to a song at least
Too
once,
soon?
right? How much money are they making off this?
It's like one video on fucking
Yo.
Facebook. How much money can it be?
I love
I mean,
conspiracy theories. And
All
you
it
gave
takes
me-
is someone to just go to Spotify and listen once,
Yeah.
and
I
they're
love
making.
conspiracy theories.
He's actually
and you-
not dead. This is
That's
all
what I'm
marketing.
thinking. He's not dead.
He was just standing.
Next
He's
week,
just standing.
Yo, all the songs.
Goonoo, I'm back.
Who knew I was standing in a nightclub?
I was
Every
trying
song
to-
is about the
I
nightclub
was trying to
scene.
figure out how he died. He was shot. But when did he die? Like how-
March 19.
Bro, what if that was like a secret, like
passed.
a rapper like faked their deaths like club?
So when did this happen? That people are talking about this?
I think he died March 9th. It's like I heard about it today, and
well,
it's like
it
trending
made
now.
news today. But when did this happen?
This has been weeks ago.
It's probably been weeks ago, and no one.
I
said
hope
anything.
so. I hope they just hadn't have his fucking body, like, you know.
It's still there
For
His
2.5
body is
weeks.
still-
Well, they embalmed it. It's not
Yeah,
like it's
that's
gonna.
But that's the thing. They
But
embalmed
still,
it, and I
like,
heard it was like coming apart.
falling apart,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
So
his
it was
mouth.
probably
That's
old.
disgusting.
got them
bro.
bitches twerking on him and shit.
No, he's just like in the corner.
imagine?
It's like him in the corner. You know that meme where it's like the guy in the corner and he's like, none of these people
Yeah,
know
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
He's like that, but like
No, no,
standing in the
can-
corner.
has someone-
like,
guy.
on
has
a
someone made that
platform.
meme?
But, and dead.
Nobody
Yeah.
knows I'm the dead guy in the corner at the nightclub.
Oh my god, I'm making
my
that meme, Jalen. We gotta make the
Make
meme.
it, yeah.
Oh my god. But yeah, people were like talking about it, and apparently the club. First of all, the club issued an apology, and it was actually a pretty decent apology where they were basically like, we do genuinely apologize to anybody that we offended. We didn't expect to do that. But their response when they asked like how this became of, apparently like they just told them, like, the club owners, that this was gonna happen, and the club owners are basically like, okay, like nobody's done that before. Like they were like, let's see what happens.
I
type
don't
of
know.
shit.
The nightclub manager was probably like, "Oh,
He probably thought it was publicity. That's what he said. It
Yeah,
was gonna
where-
get that publicity.
Not for nothing
Is
though.
it
Like
negative publicity at
If
this
I don't
point?
know, if you're out on the town, right, and you're like pretty fucking buzzed, and like a group of white chicks come up to you and they're like, "Oh my god, there's a fucking dead guy in that bar." Like seriously,
He's
it's fucking
hanging out there.
crazy. You would
No.
you'd be like, "All right, let's go fucking check
look
that
at
out."
it, check it
One-
out.
one drink, one drink.
one-
and we see
yeah,
the,
one
we
drink.
see the
Nah,
dead
what
guy.
makes me laugh is in that video you see some people partying and like
Everybody's
walking-
partying.
No, but there are some people that are like stone faced, like like they walked in and they're like, "What the fuck is
Is
this?"
that party next to this dead guy? What
Oh
the?
man.
Yo, is that his birthday? No, he's dead.
It'd be great if people
What?
try to cancel us over this, 85 episodes in. Team Joystick.
Team
speaks
Joystick
horribly
blows
about
up after making fun of
Goonoo.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of artists that fell off.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I was listening to T-Pain the other day. The guy still makes good music.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with T-Pain is he's just not like well, I don't want to say he's not a hit maker, but he doesn't really put out his own music lately.
I like that video that he came out with that on Instagram. He was like I never responded to my Instagram DMs. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Yeah. And he has like hundreds of them.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna go check those. We're gonna start making some music.
Yeah.
Could you imagine going?
But
through
yeah,
hundreds?
that's like his thing now. Is
Oh
that
my
he
God.
makes music with
Yeah.
like lots of other people. And he also has kind of that Twitch personality where it started off with him legitimately streaming video games. I think he was one of like the first big celebrities to like do that. And
He,
people
he
were
hopped
like,
on the wave.
"Oh
Yeah.
shit, this guy actually streams low key." But now he still does it, but he's like swifted into that music focus where he does kind of like the Kenny Beat streams, like
Which makes more sense.
absolutely
does.
for sure.
He Twitches
T-Pain to be
music.
making music than playing.
He was
video
probably
games.
just like thinking about like a way to make money off of it, because that's probably not easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't just like focus in on music and make it
Bro,
entertaining.
that's the first winner of the Masked Singer right there.
Mhm.
Season 1 winner.
Season 1 winner.
Mm-hmm. Fucking I like when everybody kind of figured that out like 3 years after T-Pain was big, when that video came out of him singing without the auto-tune, and they were like, this guy's talented.
Yeah, he can actually.
Like, this guy can actually fucking sing.
I thought we were in the bed like ooh.
I thought this was a robot singing, and this guy was taking credit for it, you know?
Bro. The Masked Singer pissed me off one time
Why?
because they were like, "Who's under the mask?" Oh, and when they revealed it, it was Kermit the Frog.
That's the best part of that show, Joey. How are you kidding me?
I was like,
That's my favorite
It was
part of that.
Kermit the
It was
Frog?
no, yeah. So
It was a fake person inside
a
the
fake person.
it was
Yeah.
a fake person inside the thingy. and it was
You know,
Kermit the Frog.
the whole appeal of the show is they take the mask
And
off,
it's a real
Scooby-Doo
human.
style, and it's a celebrity, and you're like, oh, that's who is singing decent or badly, right? And then when they pull it off, it's nobody, and the host is like playing it off, like, who's in there? And then fucking just Kermit the Frog, and he's like, oh, hello, everybody. It's like, what the fuck? So you're telling me there's just a dude at the bottom half of that
So who's
suit?
the singer?
The
Kermit
guy who
the Frog.
fucking voices Kermit, aka Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, imagine you actually had
was
that
Kermit
happen. though.
Auto-Tune.
There's like a handful of like fake characters that you have to pretend are like real people. It's like Kermit the Frog, Bugs Bunny. You know what I mean? Like those are actors. You know what I mean?
Elmo.
I would say
Elmo's always like vibing
Any of
with
the
people.
Muppets.
Any of the
Uh-huh.
Muppet characters.
Any of the Muppet.
I say
characters.
this: if you're fictitious and you have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, you're a real person in my
Yeah.
book.
How about like one of
Looking
the?
at you,
How about the gorillas? Are they real?
No, they don't have a star on the Hollywood. I just
Uh,
went through my
I
fucking
would-
clarification
gorillas.
process.
Well, what if the
here.
gorillas were on the Masked Singer?
a TV
Yeah,
monitor
yeah.
rises up and it's hello, it's
It's
me.
like 5
2D.
people.
It's the guy from Blur who's actually the fucking guy behind
Yeah.
the gorillas. I forgot his name. I like The Masked Singer, actually. It's a fun show. It was more fun like when it started because they got like way more like, I don't want to say relevant celebrities, but relevant
Well, that was always
celebrities.
the gimmick of like Dancing with the Stars and stuff. It'd be the stars, but it'd be like former athletes, and
Yeah.
former like old celebrities.
politicians, you know what I mean?
Guy from the '90s who was in 3 movies.
Exactly.
Their brother's more famous.
Actually, I'm kind of glad that we're on this topic right now because this is something I've been meaning to rant about for
Okay.
a fucking bit, right?
Let's go.
So that Masked Singer show came out, right? And it was pretty fine and dandy. Like I said, I enjoy it. It was cool. I saw like the first 2 or 3 seasons, and then I started
but
just
then
kind of right.
Masked.
But then they made the Masked Dancer,
Oh.
right? Okay, whatever.
Which they need to do that mixed with America's Best
Cool,
Dance
right?
Crew.
And then
I like the name.
and then Ken Jeong, who's a host on that show, made a show that's like in the family, where the idea of the show is people come up and sing songs for a panel of celebrity judges, much like the Masked Singer, except they're not in any costumes, but like one or some of the people aren't actually singing and they're lip syncing. So the whole aspect of the show is that the actors have to sit there and be like, I don't think Jennifer's singing because her body language is giving me off this mood that she doesn't know how to sing, right? And it's like, okay, that's kind of a stretch for a show. And no bullshit, there's like 5 other shows like that now, all on the air. It's ridiculous. There's too many.
That
now.
doesn't sound fun. That sounds.
I think
like
we're
they're
just
gonna
out.
look-
we're just out of ideas when it comes to singing shows.
Yeah, I
it's like
mean-
enough is enough with the singing shows.
The sad thing about that is, have you seen Jimmy Fallon's new singing show?
No, I have not.
And there's another one too, and I think
my
the new
God.
one has weirdly enough, it's hosted by Snoop Dogg and Kelly Clarkson. I'm pretty sure.
I saw an ad for that. I
Yeah,
think.
but that's not the one I'm talking about. That's one that's coming out.
That's
now.
a different
one. I think
That's
that's
not even out yet.
VH1. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think that's VH1. But Jimmy Fallon's is on NBC. I'm pretty sure. And the whole aspect of it is they basically took like all the musical themed segment games from the Tonight Show and just made a music game show out of it.
Okay.
So they take all the best ones and they do it. But the shitty thing is that they bring on these celebrities to like, you know, partake in the games and they're fun or whatever, but they all act like it's completely unscripted. Like they're like, it'll literally, one of my least favorite clips and more favorite clips of the show is Nikki Glazer, the comedian.
Okay, yes.
And they have like this one segment where they give you a song, but then they give you a genre. So you have to sing the song
In a different
genre.
Okay, fun.
So she got like Girls Just Want to Have Fun or something like that, but she had to sing it like a 50s pop song, like one of those.
Okay.
First of all, Nikki Glazer's got pipes, so that's why I really like that video, because I was like, oh shit, she can actually sing. But it's like she's literally like, I don't know, I'll give it a try. And then the band comes in live and she's just like, and I'm like, this is every episode is that. Every celebrity comes on and pretends like they have no idea what's gonna happen, and then they nail
Isn't
it.
that part of, I feel like that's part of like, it's supposed to be like tongue in cheek, like
But the thing is I get that, but they don't lean into that enough, and this is a
Okay.
big complaint that a lot of people have with the show, because it's so
Because
fake.
it's fake. Yeah, because sometimes you need that sense of like defeat. At least from like American Idol, all these shows, you need the sense of, wow, that person did bad.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, I don't know, you could say it's a toxic trait that we need.
No, it makes a great compilation, as we've come to find out.
It's
I
good
would, in fact,
compilations.
much rather just watch the people fail
Right.
miserably.
Yeah.
I don't
people
want to see
successfully
it.
making
Like,
it.
I don't see success out of like a person singing well on TV, because then I'll just like look up someone singing better,
Right.
or I'll look up someone I like singing. It's like I don't.
No one wants to watch mediocre success.
Yeah.
Right.
I am with that. I shamefully do like American Idol, but I think that just stems from me having watched that show since I was like super.
I mean,
super
I
young.
voted on that show.
Yeah, well, so did I.
I knew
that's-
someone that was on that show.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh,
Who
shit.
was it?
She did horrible.
Good.
I also knew
And,
somebody
she deserved
was on
it.
that
And
show.
she made Simon Cowell say he wanted to slit his wrist and kill himself.
Sick.
Wow.
So I don't know. I'll be like, wow, you made him say that.
I'll take pride in
That was
that.
the early 2000s. That probably made air.
Yeah, it did
I want
make
to slit
air.
my fucking wrist and
You
kill
make
myself.
Me want me to slit my
You
wrist.
horrific human being. Nah, fucking. We had this kid from our church in Brooklyn who was he was gay, but he was very like, you know, gay. Like, you know what I mean? He's very big
So
about
this
it.
gay kid was gay, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So the funny thing is we were watching American Idol, and the whole shtick of that episode. You remember like American Idol? The whole spiel was like, "We're coming all across America,
We're
and if
gonna
you're lucky, we're
find
gonna go to
you."
your
Yeah,
town,
yeah,
right?"
yeah.
It was like that one season that they went to New York, and they were
Mhm.
doing auditions in like the city or something like that. So it's not even the audition. He didn't make the audition. It's him in a line, and the camera's going by, and the camera specifically stops at him, and he's like, "Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at?" And we paused the show, and me, my mom, and my dad were all like, "What the fuck?" My dad called before my dad could make the
was
call.
on the show.
There was other people calling us like, "Did you see him on the TV show?" Like people were fucking. It was a phenomenon, bro. It was
Oh my
crazy.
That rocked the neighborhood.
Yeah, I was like 10 or something. Shit was nuts, dude.
He said, "Where Brooklyn
Where Brooklyn at? Did you see him on the show?
Because that's like it. It's almost like that scene in SpongeBob where he was on the commercial and it was only his like foot or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel like that always.
saw you on TV last night.
But it's always that when someone's like, "I was on TV," and it's never good. It's
Yeah.
always like bad. They were on the news for a bad thing.
Except for when my dad is on TV.
Oh no, that was amazing.
Because those are the best, bro.
That was incredible.
great.
Can I go into that first?
Yeah,
please?
yeah.
I don't know why, but like my dad gets a phone call every 7 years, and it's like Univision or Telemundo, and they're like, "We want to do a story about you." My dad's like, "All right." First of all, my dad is nothing big. I mean, you've seen him on the show. That's not me calling on my dad. He's all right. He's a good dad.
He's not a celebrity.
He's not a celebrity.
He's
But
sad.
the thing with my dad is he's both a very talented chef,
Mhm.
but he's also known for being like a very hospitable person, especially in his like later life. So like my dad is big on feeding the homeless.
Yeah.
He's a very religious guy. He's
Philanthropic. Too.
yeah.
Yeah.
So at the start, I guess I'll do the newer one first because it's not as funny. But the newer one because he was like a teacher, so they wanted to spotlight somebody who's teaching like the youth how to cook and blah blah blah. So they brought my dad in, and he did like a 5-minute interview on Telemundo. Weirdly enough, on my birthday on November 11th.
Interesting.
Oh, it was for Veterans Day. That's what it was
Yeah,
because
yeah.
my birthday's on Veterans Day. My dad was a veteran, and that was the whole thing. So they highlighted him, and I'll never forget it. I was in the Poconos at the time, and my girlfriend wakes me up. She like nudges me, and I get up, and she's like, "Look!" And it's like 10 in the morning, and I look, and I'm like, "This motherfucker!" And he's there in a nice ass suit, but my dad looks nervous as all hell, and he's just like, "See."
I mean, that's the worst. Not only are you nervous, but you got to speak another language. You got to speak a language you don't speak every single day.
And my dad speaks Spanish,
Yeah,
but it's
but-
not his primary language. But the funnier one was years ago when he was working at a nursing home. So for Thanksgiving, they wanted to do a spotlight on this combat Marine turned chef who ended up working in it wasn't a nursing home, it was a senior center. So it was like the place where old people go to hang out and not to die. That's kind of like the difference. So fucking, he used to be the cook there, and they wanted to do the story on him, but this was different. This wasn't an interview. They sent like the camera team. They got B-roll of him in the kitchen. There was like a guy. It was like a 10-minute piece.
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Yeah, you know when like they do, I forgot what they're
Yeah.
called, but it's like a segment basically, like where they go out of the studio or whatever. So it was all highlighting my dad, and it's pretty heartfelt, the whole thing. But there's this one really, really funny part where my dad is literally in the middle of cooking this big ass meal for all of these old people. And the guy's trying to interview my dad. My dad is sweating bullets because there's like steam coming up. He's on camera. And the guy keeps like, I can't speak Spanish, but he keeps asking him all these questions in Spanish. But my dad can only respond by going, sí. He says sí like 12 times in a fucking row. It's hilarious. So, it came out, and it was a real great moment. And it was Thanksgiving, so the whole family was there. And they were like, oh my God, it was great, right? We went to church that Sunday. My dad walks right in. All of my uncles, see. And then the last part about that was crazy enough. I'll never forget. We were at home for that same year for New Year's Eve, and we were just like shooting the shit. It was one of those New Year's Eves where it wasn't that many people. It wasn't like a party. It was like 10 of us just hanging out, and we got a call from my aunt, and she was like, "Go on Telemundo or go on Univision right now." And it's Primer Impacto. And they chose his story to be like number 4 in like their top 10 stories of the year. So if it wasn't enough that this guy just got his fucking head all blown up in this Thanksgiving special, like 2 months later or a month later,
He's the best one.
he's like the third best story of the whole
my
fucking year.
God.
We're like, oh, it's the same exact thing. They're running it twice, and we're like, oh, shit.
That's great.
So shout outs to my celebrity father. Never forget that. That was great.
I want to be on TV.
Hey.
Have you never been on TV?
I've gotten like interviewed for stuff before, but it was always like, oh, I just got cut,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I've never
Yeah.
been.
I've never
Yeah.
been.
Me neither.
Or it's like I've gotten like a news interview, but then it was like, oh, we ended up not using it, and I'm like, fucking bitch.
Yeah.
I auditioned for stuff because that's what I wanted to do. I was like acting and stuff, and I auditioned, and I only got as close as to like the second like audition thing.
What kind of roles did you get, Joey?
And I got Puerto Rican gang member number 5. I got disabled kid that's about to kill a bear.
Disabled kid 1, disabled kid 2.
Disabled kid that gotta kill a mare. I got a kid in a wheelchair.
You see where I'm getting at? You see where I asked?
the development.
I had no
I'll
idea.
never,
why
I'll
they
never
gave me
forget
these
when
roles,
Joey
bro.
came up with the first one where he talked about like the first disabled role, and I was like, oh, cool, right? And then he came up with the second one, and I was like, why are they typecasting Joey?
No, man, it was weird. Like they can't do that anymore. We live in an era where it's like, no, we're gonna get an actual like disabled person, which rightfully so. That like,
Yeah.
That's not acting though.
Taking my
He's
voice
not wrong.
jobs.
It's not hot
Yeah.
take, but that's not acting.
It is an acting.
No.
It's just, but it probably also makes for better.
Yeah.
It makes for a better performance.
More
Even though
performance
it's not
and
a
realism.
performance. That's weird to talk about. Abort.
All right, next topic.
I don't have the answer. I haven't thought about this long enough. Oh man.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
I don't know why that reminded me of this. It's like, Matt, have you seen the it was like one of those weird YouTube recommendations I got. Have you ever seen the video of Matt Stone and Trey Parker talking about when they were invited to the Oscars for the South Park movie
No.
in like the early 2000s
No,
or
what
the
happened?
late 90s?
I remember that. I mean, they were big guys of fame. I remember them saying no, right? Like,
no, so they got invited to the Oscars. Actually, I don't think it was for South Park, because only Matt got the invite. But the whole thing was they were saying in the interview that it was they did it like a behind the scenes interview clip for like a project they were promoting, and it was like the story of when they went to the Oscars. And essentially Matt didn't have a girlfriend at the time, and he gets a +1 at the Oscars, so Trey became his +1, so they went together. And then Trey immediately was like, we have to do something. Yeah. So Trey was like, I'm gonna get a dress, I'm gonna shave my legs, I'm gonna wear a wig, and I'm gonna pretend to be like an Eastern European model on your arm or whatever. Blah blah blah. Yeah. And then Matt was like, Matt was like, I was thinking like big duck suits, like we would just walk in giant realistic duck suits. And they eventually landed on the idea where one of their friends had sugar cubes with LSD. So they popped acid like 30 minutes before they went to the Oscars. And they were going into depth. They were talking about it, about how like when you're on acid or like any type of hallucinogenic like that, one of the biggest like struggles for you is kind of leaving one space for another, especially going indoors to outdoors to indoors, because you have to like adapt type of thing. And they were explaining that like when you go to the Oscars, it's a long line of limousines. So for like an hour they were in the limo, and then finally it's their time. The limo goes up, the door opens, and it's like every camera in California is pulled.
Oh my god,
crazy! Yeah. What a swap of.
The best part is like edited in the interview is fucking red carpet footage of Matt and Trey like on the fucking carpet, and they were like, we're high out of our fucking minds, and they were like, no matter what, just like answer all the questions, but don't mention the dresses like at all. So they're just both there, and they're getting interviewed, and the interview is like, oh, we're here with Matt Parker and Jay Stone, and like so fellas, what about these dresses? And they're just like, it's a magical night here at the Oscars. We're just happy to be here, you know. But they're gone. And Trey's wearing sunglasses, but Matt isn't. And Matt's eyes are done.
You can probably tell.
He's literally just like, oh, look at this. I want to see this. They get like the picture. I can't play the video because we'll probably get struck. But just look at his face.
Those are some fucking creative dudes.
They are, and the like gonna be on some mad delinquent level. But I found that's pretty incredible. Like at the Oscars, at the most like
wait, how did you say they got
award
that?
ceremony?
How did you say they got
that's where
there?
you're gonna do this.
Well, because they make movies. Like I'm pretty sure.
For what it's worth,
I'm
they
sure
both
it's not like no one on the Oscars has done something crazy.
They both
like
have an Emmy.
Yeah.
A Tony and maybe an Oscar. I'm pretty sure the only one they don't have is a Grammy.
Yeah, they all have. They have the two at least.
They make some fire songs.
So that's pretty fucking crazy. The South Park guys have that much.
And you
Also,
don't like South
basketball.
Park. South Park is mad good.
And basketball.
You know what's funny about
Which we all forget.
about South Park? I'm not gonna say South Park isn't funny because I watch South Park and it has moments that make me fucking cry laughing. It's just not like my cup of tea.
It's just not for you.
But Matt Parker and Trey still make me fucking laugh so hard.
They're really
They're
good.
so funny.
It's like raunchier than like Family Guy.
It's raunchier, and it's a hit or miss for some people.
Well,
they're like, oh, this is too raunchy, or like to the point where you can obviously see they're trying to be.
They have
raunchy.
the same level of commitment though. Like
It's commitment.
it's very much they'll just
I think
go
that's why
in.
I'm like, damn,
Yeah,
it's funny. Oh my god.
I mean, even with the smile, you can
right. You don't know what he's on. He's on something.
Yeah, I want to see what awards they have.
He's real happy.
I mean, even like their movies that they made was like the one with the puppets. What was it, Team America?
Yeah,
that was really good. You know, it's
that one I don't like because it's purposeful. It's one of those purposely
Matt Stone, Trey
raunchies,
Parker.
but it's funny. It has moments.
I always get their names confused too. Like I literally say a
you
sentence.
said Matt Parker before.
But then I
Matt
also
Parker,
said Matt
Trey
Stone.
Stone, Trey Stone, Matt Parker.
Fucking.
Joey, open the door. Hunter's done
Hunter?
sleeping.
I was just trying to escape.
He looked at the door and he looked at me.
Like, yo.
Oh, Dito, I know.
Oh shit! They're only missing an Oscar, or at least Matt Stone has them, because he has a Tony, a Grammy, and a Primetime Emmy.
Well, they both worked on Mormon, so they should both have the Tony.
Yeah. But
Cats are
what I
dope.
think is I think one has like 3 and the other one has 2 type of thing.
When I play Animal Crossing, I only get cats on my eyelid. No, that's a lie. I get
Yeah,
some
they
really cool stuff.
both have an Emmy, a Tony, and a Grammy. They're only missing
Successful.
an Oscar. And hey, if they make a banging comedy movie,
They need it.
it's not
They
out of
need
the
it.
water.
They
But-
get to show up in
but
dresses.
we all know that the Oscars don't like
they get
comedy.
to do ketamine this time.
Yeah, the Oscars don't like
Oscars and comedy don't mix. Yeah.
Ah, man.
Neither does
I mean, I don't know. I feel like every
neither
comedy.
does Jada Pinkett Smith and her
Yeah.
husband.
I feel like every comedy gets bad ratings though, you know? Like people in general is just like, hey, fuck comedy.
Yeah.
Laughing?
What's up with that,
Not
man?
for me.
What's up with that?
Because it's seen as like low brow, you know?
There's actually, I think, like 3 comedy movies have ever won the Oscar for Best Picture.
And even then, it's like, did there
What are
be
they?
What are they? I was about to say.
Some Like It Hot? The one with Dustin Hoffman, where he The
Did
Graduate.
Jojo Rabbit
Did
win
that win
something?
Best Picture?
What's Jojo Rabbit?
Jojo Rabbit is the Tai Waititi film about the little boy that wants to be a Nazi during that era.
Scarlett Johansson. It's not a comedy, but it's Taika Waititi, so it's littered with lots of fun comedic elements until that gut punch.
Yeah.
Got punch.
There's more than 3. All right, so we have, honestly speaking, the only ones I recognize here are The Sting, which is still from the 70s, Annie Hall, and The Artist.
Annie Hall's not.
But, like, you know what I mean? Even, you know, Annie Hall
You
and
know
The
what I mean?
Artist are just, like, you know, fun movies.
Those are literally, like, the most pretentious movies. As someone who likes both of those movies,
Yeah.
those are the most, like, highbrow, pretentiousness type movie, you know?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Mm,
Oh, we are
yeah.
making jokes at the expense of others, you know? Like, it's...
Wow, look at this person. I'm glad I'm not this person.
Am I right?
Like, The Artist was, like, wasn't that, like, the meta movie about the guy who, like, lost his...
Interesting. I found a pretty interesting little article.
What'd you learn?
It was like a couple of moments that the Academy Awards have kind of recognized comedic performances. You know, not movies specifically,
Okay.
but
performance.
either
Tootsie?
a comedic actor or somebody who was funny in a movie.
Okay.
And this one is Robert Downey Jr. for Tropic Thunder, which
Nice.
I get because, you know,
Okay.
he plays a dude disguised as a dude playing another dude or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
it is.
No.
This one I don't get that much. Melissa McCarthy got a Best Supporting Actress for Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids is seen as, like, a highbrow for some reason, just
It's-
by the way
yeah.
it's
All right,
written.
I'm
Really?
gonna come out and say it. Bridesmaids is good. It's like rated. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just too dialogue heavy for me. It's just like we're talking.
It's not that funny. It's like a good story of like bridesmaids
Yeah.
who like go on an
and
adventure
great
together.
fucking talent that
Yeah.
movie has.
But
you
I
know?
wouldn't say it's necessarily hysterical. for
Yeah,
sure.
it doesn't make me like cry laughing.
No.
It just has like a couple moments that make me
It's
laugh.
the talent, man. It's the talent. That's it.
Yeah.
But that's a thing that people have said about. I know we're getting into comedy movie discussion again. I'll make this brief.
Not bad. Not a bad thing.
No, I was gonna say that people often, like one criticism people have of comedy movies is that they lack like physical humor or just any joke that doesn't rely on just two people fucking talking. Because every comedy movie now is just like, yeah, but I told you that. Now you fucking idiot. Remember that? And that's
Right.
pretty much where the jokes come from. And it's
Remember
not
the
bad
time?
because I like a lot of those movies. But there was a time, like we mentioned last week, like when movies like Anchorman came out, where you could do fucking surreal ass bizarre shit, like have a 6-way gang fight or just break into
yeah.
Afternoon Delight harmonize perfectly. And it was hilarious. And it didn't have to make sense. You know what I'm saying?
They got the bus crash.
What was the
Or
bus crash?
something happens in the bus, right? There's that bus scene.
A bus?
bus
scene?
scene?
Yeah,
talking about?
they're in
That's
the bus.
Anchorman 2.
Oh, right, too.
I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Yeah.
The RV scene.
To be honest, I don't remember
The
anything
RV
from
scene
Anchorman.
for
Yeah,
Anchorman
RV,
2.
there we
I,
go.
the only thing
the
I remember
spider?
from Anchorman 2 was Chicken in the
blind.
Cave.
The whale.
Chicken in the
the
Cave.
shark.
Chicken in the cave.
where he
Oh,
raised
the
animal.
Chicken of the
yeah,
cave.
Dolphin, he raised
It's
the
like a-
animal.
God.
I remember a lot
need
of
to
things
rewatch
from
that
Anchorman.
That's
2.
such a long movie, too.
The only thing I remember from Anchorman 2 was Sex in the Mouth, and that wasn't even in the fucking movie. That was just
That
what
was
your friend
that?
said
That was
after.
that night?
That was that night, yeah.
How is she doing?
I don't know. I haven't spoken to her.
How's she doing?
For quick clarification, we went to go see Anchorman 2 in a very large group when that movie came out. Afterwards, we hit up Cold Stone Creamery, and one of Joey's friends from high school walked out with her ice cream, looked at me and Dylan, and just said, "This is like sex in the mouth."
Dead eye contact with me
Yep,
specifically.
and we
though.
were just kind of like sick.
Is this
Okay.
flirting? Someone
Yep.
help me.
Me and Dylan are both there with our girlfriends at the time, just
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, this is
What a
great.
weird mix of I don't know.
Mix of people.
Yeah.
I
Shout outs
always
to-
did a horrible job at mixing my friends.
No.
It was a horrible
I-
job. It was just
No,
like it
and
was
that
literally
wasn't the-
everybody. It was
That's
just
what-
But
like-
that wasn't the first and last time.
Well, that's why I don't mix friends.
I don't mix my friends
my
anymore.
other friends exist in a bubble that isn't here. You know.
my favorite one was when we went to go see Guardians of the Galaxy with your friends. That was a fun fucking night. Just adventure after adventure.
I don't remember.
Oh, I'll fucking refresh your memory, baby.
Please.
Yeah. We went to go see Guardians of the Galaxy.
I wasn't here for this one.
You were not. No.
I feel
and
like I'm
Jerry
never
had
there.
seen it already, so that's why it was you and me.
Yeah, so I was thinking. I was like, I don't remember this.
You and I went to go see it. It was with I won't say specifically who, but it was with 4 of us in total. Not total, like it was you, me, and then 4 others, so like 6 total, whatever. We were stacked. I'll never forget. It was also the night that Robin Williams died because we went to go eat at Buffalo Wild Wings. And while we were eating, all of the screens went from sports to the breaking news of his death, and we were all like, "Oh shit!" Which is a crazy place to get fucking some breaking news like that.
I mean, you won't forget
This
it.
is it's like
forget it.
that or PC Richards. Like either one, you're gonna be fucking.
Yo, damn, it's starting. You're starting to refresh my memory.
Yeah.
I'm like, remember
But that was like the sad moment of the night. And then we went to go see Guardians of the Galaxy. Great movie, fond memory. But then all of the fun shit happened like after the movie. I think I was telling you about this recently. First off, there was one moment in the night where the 6 of us were walking down Austin Street in Forest Hills, and a group of white girls about 8 to 12 deep ran into a Baskin Robbins Dunkin' Donuts that we were in and just swarmed us and started taking pictures with us. And they were like, "Oh my god!" And I'm sure it was like some sort of weird prank. But like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Because then they left and people are looking at us like, "Who are you?" And we're like, "Nobody."
people?
Like, fucking nobody. And then we even left and they were still like, "Ah!" We were like, "What the fuck is happening?" But my favorite part of the night, and granted, I don't even feel bad talking about this kid because I don't really remember him. I met him that one time. But there was a kid that was there. I don't know if you remember him. But he was pretty fucking stupid. He's not an intelligent person. Yeah.
Okay.
So the first thing that happened was we were on like a corner. And we were just like looking up, and the moon looked pretty sick, and we were like, "Oh shit, the moon looks cool." And then we looked away, and this kid is just like dead set, like staring at the moon, and we're like, "Yo, what's up?" And he's like, "It's just moving so fast." And we're like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "The moon is just moving in the sky so fast," and we're looking at it like. The fuck
Does he know that it's
So then
the
we looked
clouds?
and we're like, "Are you talking about the clouds that are moving in front of the moon?" And he's like, "Yo, that shit makes it look like it's spinning, bro." And we're like,
That's
pretty
the
cool.
world.
Who are these people?
"It's pretty fair." And then shortly after,
These are your friends.
These are your
Joe.
friends. Joe.
I know.
This is very reflective
and
of
then-
Joey's friends.
And
you
then
know?
and then shortly after, we all were like, some of us needed to use a bathroom. Shout out to, remember Sean? Sean was there, and Sean had to use a bathroom in like a frozen yogurt spot. And then while we were waiting for him, I had to use the bathroom. So Sean came out, I ran in, I used the bathroom. And when we came out, me and Sean were both kind of like, "Yo, those sinks were sick." And I was like, "Yeah, those sinks were like mad crazy." And this kid was like, "The sinks were cool?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Hold on, I want to go see the sink." And we were like, "The fuck?" And this kid like literally just like went in to go like look at the sink, and he came back out. He was like, "Those sinks were crazy." And we were like, "What the fuck?"
I think you just hung out with like a homeschooled kid. You know, you hung out with like someone who grew up on like a farm with no.
But went to
appliances.
senior year with Joey, and
Yeah,
then
he just transferred, and he's like, "Whoa, fucking
Yo,
the moon, bro!"
How cool was the sink? I mean,
it was. I mean,
1 out of 10.
Yeah, word. I would have went back. From
I mean,
the sink.
I always comment on the bathroom. Like when I go out to eat, I always come back from the bathroom. Like,
I don't know. I've never been one to be like the urinals. Okay, hold on. Give me. A
No,
second.
no, that's me. No,
You
that's
know what's
me.
crazy?
That's
I
definitely me.
vaguely remember this night. It's like at the tip of my brain, but
Yeah.
I can't really remember who these people were.
Yeah.
Sean, you reminded me of Sean.
George and Sean were there. Those were the
Okay.
only 2 that I remember, and I think there were 2 other kids there that I don't remember too well.
and dumb kid.
Well, including
Dumb
Dumb
Kid.
Kid.
Okay, including dumb kid. Yes.
Shit, I don't know.
That was a while ago, though, man. That was 2013.
And then I did one better where I invited my high school friends, my college friends, and you guys to like one big ass
I remember.
party.
Oh, I remember.
And that was
too.
horrible.
Yeah, everyone just.
I thought about that not too long ago, and I was like, "What the fuck were you doing, Joey?" I
Yeah.
cringed. Like, when
And
I
part
thought
of it
about
is because like we're so used to hanging out with each other that even in like.
I
Even
mean,
in
yeah,
public
everyone's
settings,
just
we
gonna-
kind of just like drift to each other. Like we'll just
Yeah.
kind of like,
Yeah.
and then before you know it, we're just doing a podcast in the corner of a party. It's just like fucking. We're some
mean,
cool guys. Is what
essentially,
we're saying.
You can't do the, you know what I mean? Like you can't. I would never try to do that. Like imagine if I brought like a bunch of like my friends from like my old neighborhood to
You
the
should.
podcast, and I'm like,
should.
"Hey, yo, guys." My
Although
friends
I
are
will
here."
say I did that one barbecue like 4 years ago. It was pretty lit.
Oh, that worked out.
That's pretty.
Yeah,
that
that
worked
worked,
out.
that worked out.
I invited like my coworkers, you
But you-
guys, and
you-
something
I
like
feel
that.
like
it, but
it makes
it's
sense.
still there was still a sense of clickiness, not to the point when we made people uncomfortable, but there was a point where we were playing Taboo, and they were like, "Never have I ever like committed a crime," and like only the 4 of us were like, "No."
I All right. Also, Joey, I love you, but you were like one of only 4 people inside playing Taboo, while the other like 15, 20 people were like outside hanging out and shit like that.
No, we were outside.
I don't remember playing fucking Taboo. That was the night that like remember Siobhan came. Craig brought like 3 of his friends. They were playing like PS3 outside. There was like 30 people.
Yeah,
at
that
fucking
night.
house.
We
was
were
that
we were
night.
playing it in a circle outside.
We
you
were
said.
playing in a giant circle
Yeah,
outside.
we were playing in a giant circle outside.
And
I don't
me,
remember that
Jerry,
part. I don't
and
remember
Dylan
that.
and Jose were all at the
I
end.
remember that. I
Never-
but that
I don't
happens in
remember
every
that.
set. I mean, that
I
happens
It's in every
that
setting.
party.
None.
Yeah.
Like I said, there wasn't any uncomfortable vibe.
You know what I
But
think I'm
there
getting it
definitely was
mixed
a
up
vibe.
with? When I threw the graduation party for Bede, and who was here?
Oh yeah, those are 2 different parties.
And it was you. I think
I don't
you
think
and
I was
Jessica
there.
inside hanging out. I think. Were you there for that?
I don't remember.
yeah, that's the
I
one
think
where
you
we-
sent me a
maybe.
video of you guys playing beer
Probably.
pong. It
Yeah.
was like really dark too, so I didn't see
Mhm.
shit.
Yeah.
I
that's
think I
what
was
get.
there.
I think because I remember vaguely like the 3 of you were inside hanging out because like you were the only 3 that were like. knew each other.
As long as
you love me.
as long as there's not a movie theater involved, I'm probably there.
Really?
Yeah.
You're telling me you wouldn't go to the fucking movie theater? I
No,
mean, like
I-
with me.
No,
and,
I'm
like,
saying I would. I'm saying
in a group situation.
No, I'm saying in the past. Like I wasn't there for Guardians of the Galaxy. I wasn't there for all the other. Yeah.
But
if
you were
it's-
there for Sex in the Mouth.
Yeah.
so.
If it's at your house, if it's your house,
That was the last time. That was the last.
That was the
straw.
last time you learned.
Yeah. After that, no
He
more.
was like,
Sex in
"I'm
the Mouth."
done."
Yeah.
Damn, is this segment called Joey's Friends?
Joey's,
You're damn
that's
right
the
it is
chapter.
now.
Yeah, it is. Joey's fucking friends. Yeah.
Yo, man, I like how we're kind of just talking about like old times, but
Yeah.
remember fucking keeping it on track with movie dates because we go on movie dates with fucking other women. Remember when you, me, Jerry, and Jerrenson went to go watch that bad Terminator movie,
Yeah.
and everything funny that happened was not during the movie?
Terminator movie.
Oh, remember?
We saw Terminator Genesis with a
Yeah.
Y in it.
Yeah. It's the Terminator
Yeah.
movie where Arnold Schwarzenegger
See,
comes
is it at the
back.
tip of
I
your
remember
brain
the
and
day. I remember the not movie. I remember
That's
Jerrenson leaving on
because
the
that's
train, and
every
then
like I
stuff
said,
started
nobody
happening.
fucking cared about the movie. The night around the movie was
I
fantastic.
feel like that always matters. Like
Yeah.
if you go to a movie and everyone was like, "Damn, that movie though," you didn't do it.
Fuck.
They were like
fucking,
filming a movie somewhere.
Yeah, they were.
What was I gonna say? Freaking I totally forgot the night we were just talking about.
We were
Refresh my
walking.
memory.
That's when we walked all
Yeah,
the way
we-
back.
Yeah, when we walked back from the
Yeah.
fucking theater. No, but I was gonna say before we went to Cheeseburger,
Yeah.
and we were gonna order some creamy jalapeno fucking sauce. And Jerrenson had a little thing for the waitress because the waitresses they be getting a cheeseburger, some fine little hoochie mamas. So I was gonna go
In the 50s attire too.
Yeah, I was gonna order it, and Jerrenson was like,
Hold
I've
on,
got
I got
this. Hey, can I also get the premium jalapeno sauce? And the 3 of us are just there like, oh shit, this shit's off the menu, Jerrenson? This shit is premium, bro. She was like, we have the creamy jalapeno, and he was like, that one.
And then when
Jerrenson's just like,
my favorite part is when she asked him how he would like his burger cooked, and he went yes.
How would you like your burger cooked? Yes.
I like my burger cooked too, man.
I like my
Tatar.
burger cooked too.
And then after that was when Jose showed up out of fucking nowhere, like in the subway, and was like, "Yo, what's up?" And we were just, and we were just kind of like, "Okay."
That happens
Yo!
often though. I feel like that's happened quite a few times. Where
That's
it's like,
but that's the only
we're-
time that he's literally come up out of nowhere. We're like, "The fuck,
He's
man?"
literally come up out of the earth. Like he just elevated. He's like, I am.
rubble.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I am on 71st Avenue. It's like, how the
I'm
fuck
here.
did you?
And then after that, we walked all the way from Austin Street home.
Yeah, that was
was
a
a
nice
long
one.
walk.
I also walked home. I got home at 4 a.m.
Whenever I
Oh,
think
yeah.
about long walks too, I think about when we went to go see Into the Woods with Maya. Remember that? And we were in the theater for like
Where did you go
5
see Into
minutes.
the Woods?
We went to go see it in Atlas Park.
You're like, this movie sucks.
Because
what
Ma-
movie did
yo,
we
fucking
watch?
Maya was there with her friend.
Yo,
I
hold
thought
on,
you went
hold
to
on.
see the live version of
No.
Into the Woods.
Maya was there with her friend, so she was like, "You guys should come." So she invited Jerry and I to go, and then Jose came with us, and your cousin, the one that calls me Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yo,
Fucking,
Bryant.
we all went.
Shout out to Bryant.
And we sat down, and the movie started, and Jose sat in like 2 minutes. Jose was like,
As
"Fuck
soon as
this."
it started, we
And
just
Jose
did.
just got up and left. He didn't say anything. He literally just like,
Wow.
"Nope," and he just out. And we were like, I was crying.
Why?
Like 3 minutes passed, and I look at Jerry, and I'm like, "Bro."
We just kind of went because we were bored.
I left, yeah, because the movie wasn't it. So we snuck into the Gambler, and then finally, like 2
Yeah.
minutes after that, Jerry and his cousin snuck in. And I remember she was pissed, But we all just went to watch The Gambler, and we left that like that was the best fucking movie.
It was a good movie.
It's a
I
great
kind of want to
movie.
rewatch it.
Me too. And Jose rewatched it.
Yeah,
He was like,
yeah.
that movie was sick. So we ended up going to watch a movie that we really, really liked. But the reason I brought it up is because that was another night where we walked all the way back home from Atlas.
Oh, did we?
Because remember we walked
We watched the overpass
through that bridge. We had to like
Yeah.
go up and down over it and
Yeah.
shit.
That's
As
super
the
long ass
gating.
walks.
That's sick.
Mm-hmm.
I snuck into an R-rated movie once, and the ticket I bought I think was Happy Feet or Happy Feet 2.
One more combo.
Yeah, I'm going to see Happy Feet too.
I remember talking with my high school friends. We were like, "Yo, Happy Feet 2 was lit. Happy Feet 2, Happy Feet 2. We're gonna see Happy Feet 2."
Was that the joke? Because like it was a different movie.
Yeah, 'cause we saw a different movie.
What was the movie?
I can't even remember.
It was probably
It's
not.
just-
It
it's
was
like
It wasn't
Saw
Happy
or
Feet.
some
No,
crazy.
it wasn't
shit.
even
No,
anything
I think
crazy.
it was a horror movie.
Nah, I
I think it
can
was
see it.
something.
It was Paranormal Activity. He stared at the
No,
fucking hidden
is it?
camera.
Fuck, I had another one I wanted to bring up. Before.
By the way, anyone who lives in New York, Atlas Park fucking sucks.
It was a vibe
Have you
when
been
you were
lately?
young.
It is a harboring of I don't care how good it is now.
So-
It is a harboring of bad times and not good memories.
So for me, it's like cringy memories.
No,
Yeah,
'cause
it's
well,
high
high
school.
school.
Honestly,
honestly speaking,
memories.
for you, I get it because your high school was like right fucking there.
But like even
But-
then, like I think of sex in the mouth and every
Yeah, right.
bad date.
But
Oh,
what,
you're
but what
early
I
to the date, you're late to the date. I can think of like 20 experiences that are all bad.
What's funny for me though is like I remember kind of like liking Atlas Park when it first came out because it was big. It was like, oh, there's a movie theater here
Yeah,
now,
word.
and it looks
Yeah.
different, right? And then like Dylan said, it just kind of got like crappy or whatever. But I've been going back as of like a few months ago just to like visit and hang out. And I really like it, and I just think it's because I'm an old fucking person and shit like fancy looking resort-esque areas and outlets just make me go, ooh, this is nice.
Bobby
So now
has
I've
turned
come,
into
yeah,
an old
I'm
retired
just
man.
exactly. I just go in and I'm like, oh, they have a fucking
pet store.
Yeah, you know, and I just enjoy it. You know
Is
what
that
I
a
mean?
sale?
I go for a little walk around the
California
promenade.
Pizza
Get
Kitchen.
an ice cream, yeah.
They have mad stuff there now. It's pretty
No,
cool.
shout outs to their Chili's there because I remember during COVID, for some reason, I would like order their Chili's.
I didn't even know that. Oh, they do have a Chili's.
This episode is brought to you by Chili's.
This episode is brought to you by Shotty.
Oh, that. Okay, that. Nah, but Chili's is dope. I like Chili's, man. You get orders from them.
They need some new spots there for
We
sure.
got Chili's in the
Yeah, for
Poconos.
sure.
It was mad good, wasn't? Didn't we do that?
Chili's in the
they need to-
Poconos?
Yeah, we went.
IHOP.
We walked across
They have
the
like a
parking lot
Starbucks.
to a Chili's, and we had burgers,
Starbucks
and they
is
were mad
shit.
fucking good.
Why is there
Yeah,
Starbucks?
I
Fuck
don't know
Starbucks.
that.
Yeah,
Was
we-
it Chili's?
It needs a
though?
Buffalo Wild
I
House.
think
It needs a
Yeah,
Subway.
it was some
I don't
chain.
know,
It was
some
either
food.
Applebee's or Chili's.
Okay, we got to stop the two conversations going on.
I mean, we're at the same conversation.
That was no. That's a big no.
Yeah, that was bad.
That's hard to edit. Right now, Bobby's behind his desk. Like, who do I cut to?
Yeah.
Who's more important right
Just
now?
cut to yourself in
Got it.
situations.
Just cut really fast.
Really
back
fast.
and- really fast.
I
back
don't
and
know
forth.
what to do now.
So Applebee's and Chili's are on like that same tier, or like
This,
I
I
think-
feel like you're going into a really deep rabbit hole of a
Yeah.
second
Yeah.
podcast.
no, because
right now.
that's what I heard. Because those are the last two things I heard.
Chili's
right
is
before
better,
you.
but they're the same category.
Chili's is
I was
better,
about to
but
say
they're
Applebee's
same
has been on a
category.
pretty steady decline since they were a thing in the first place.
They had the 2 for $20 that was not a vibe, and then
Yeah.
everything
'Cause
else-
there's
That's
a-
Chili's, right? 2 for 20.
I don't
Chili's
know.
is 2 for 20.
I have no
Get it
idea,
right,
bro.
though. Come on.
I don't care. I don't
even
give a
fucking know
fuck.
anything, bro.
Because there's a bunch of chains that people like, but they also like to not like.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chili's, they like Olive
Olive
Garden, like all
Well,
that.
I don't
kind of-
like Olive
Texas
Garden.
Roadhouse.
Olive Garden's whack.
My
but
thing with Olive Garden,
I don't
and
like
granted,
Olive
I'm
Garden.
biased because I know people make the same argument about places like Chipotle and Taco Bell, where they're like, "Oh, if you wanted authentic Mexican, you
Right.
would get." But for me, it's like if I wanted authentic Italian, I'm just gonna go get it from an Italian restaurant.
But even then, it's like it doesn't do its own thing well. I guess you could say the breadsticks and salad is good.
even then,
It's like you got to do something better than a breadstick.
like I like
and
that they're
salad.
unlimited, but I don't like the
Yeah.
breadsticks.
You
Like,
got to do something else.
You know who's
They're no
breadsticks?
Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Yeah, the Red Lobster's biscuits.
Ooh, I need to go back. The last time I went to Red Lobster, I didn't like lobster, and now I like lobster, so I need to go back.
What was
Still
I gonna
don't like
say?
lobster.
As a joke, I remember they took my grandma there like last year, and my mom
shit.
was like, "Yeah, we're at Red Lobster," and I was like, "Bring me some biscuits." They brought me a doggy bag of fucking biscuits.
Hey.
It was like a hot and fresh bag of biscuits.
I think even the staff knows the biscuits are hot, and
Hell
if
yeah.
if you ask for biscuits, they'll be like, "Bro, just give them all the biscuits. Like we need to get rid of these."
all the biscuits.
I remember the biscuits were so good that Corey in the house parodied Red Lobster. They called it Purple Lobster, and they made a big deal about the biscuits in that episode. The biscuits.
Is that your call?
no.
Oh, okay. Dylan said he was. We're actually almost done. Look at
Yeah.
that. You didn't get the call.
What purple? Oh,
No, Jerry.
Isn't he like a felon or something?
Yeah, he's still on the run. We still have
Who?
not caught Corey
Corey.
in the house.
Oh yeah,
I don't think he's like.
he's probably in the house. I
Yeah.
mean, that's the last place I'd look. Honestly.
I don't think he's like on the run. But
I wouldn't
he
say.
is
I wouldn't say. I
definitely
wouldn't.
a
owes money.
felon.
What if
That's
he's
not
actually
on
in
the
the
run,
White
though.
House though? Like, you know what I mean? He's just like in the West Wing somewhere, just hiding behind a curtain
Just on his phone.
for the spirit of the joke.
That's incredible.
Buzz.
It's incredible. Man, I mean, it's technically Jam and Yam. It's time, but I'm really mad because I had a story that like fluttered away from my head, and I'm like, shit, I don't remember what it was. But it's gonna have to wait for another time.
You'll have to wait, like when we
wait for
tier list
another
the
time.
chain restaurants.
You know what we should actually do? We should have an episode of the podcast where we sit and we rank all of our ex Hangout spots. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
We'll keep it nice and open so people don't actually go to our hangout spots. Not that we're famous. I just don't want people to ruin that shit for me. Those are great spots. But we'll refer them as our nicknames.
They're
Like,
gonna be like
the pier, the lake,
hanging
you know,
out in your spot.
the rocks.
I got some names.
Yeah, you
I
know.
got some secret locales.
Okay.
Make out Reef.
But I'm talking about the
Make
ones that
out
we
Reef.
Make out Reef.
that we've been to together.
Me and Bob went to Make out
Wait,
Reef.
that we've been to together?
That's the whole point.
Okay.
You know, we have spots. You know,
Okay.
shout out to the Americana Manhasset. That's a famous song.
The Americana Manhasset's
It's
a
just
good
a
one.
very, very rich people mall that if you're not rich like us, we go to park at 11:30 at night and just look at rich stores.
Just eat combos.
Yeah, I'm really surprised no security guards like came up to us. Then again, we were just like 4 18-year-olds eating snacks.
Shout outs
at a
to
parking
Tony
lot.
and Malba, real quick.
Were those there? Were those
Tony.
there? And Malba.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool. Malba the mall cop.
yeah.
I like it. I dig it. I'm with it. All right, it is
Is it time?
officially time for Jam Yam Bam.
Pull out
Slam.
my
It's
phone.
this segment is called Am of the Week. That's really what it's going to be called from now on.
Makes sense.
Somebody's gonna have to go first because I legit have like 9 songs that could be Jam of the Week. So I just gotta peruse this real quick. You know, take a quick.
I-
don't think
I'm-
I've been listening
I'm
to
gonna go
music, so
first.
Let me check.
Jerry's.
Mine
going first.
is off of the new Denzel Curry album. It's called Melt My Eyes, See You. What is it called? Melt My Eyes, See You.
We're getting it. Don't
See Your Future.
There we go.
I like that.
I gotta hear that. I like Denzel a lot.
And it's a song. It's featuring T-Pain. It's called Troubles.
Yo.
Hey,
Yeah,
a lot of shit going on.
good
All right,
song.
I'll go. Jam of the Week is gonna be Hasn't Been Your Day. It's by Bobcat Goldwav. Great fucking name, by the way.
That's an amazing name,
Right?
with,
What the fuck?
with accent vocal. It's just a really chill beat, honestly. That's what it is.
Oh
but,
shit!
But it's fire. Yeah.
Nice. My song, my yam, is do a bit of a chain reaction from last week. I did a Breathe Carolina song.
Mm-hmm.
So the song I'm picking is Carolina
Mm-hmm.
by American Beauty. Absolute banger, Midwest emo, math rocky type song.
Yeah.
Real nice, very explosive guitar.
Give me just give me one fat second before Joey you come in. I'm just really curious about something.
What?
Just hold on. Oh look, I'm watching you right now. That's
Was that last week's?
check the description.
Last week was Breathe Carolina, right?
Wait,
Yeah.
so what was this one? This one is what? What's this song?
Carolina by American Beauty?
That was 2 weeks ago.
No way.
Because I was gonna be like, there's no way there's a third Carolina song.
That's wild.
So Joey's gonna go while Dylan goes
Okay,
ahead.
alright.
Next
All
six.
right,
I
I
got
haven't
you.
been listening to a lot of music as of late, but there's this one song, the recent one I liked. It's called "Spring Break" by Lear. It's a dope song. I can't really describe how it sounds, but you know, if you've been listening to the podcast and know my sound, you know what it sounds like. by
Play
now.
half a second.
Did you like it?
Okay, yeah. So my song's Carolina by no. Okay. So my song is "Who You Really Kidding" by Lucki, produced by AR. I saw this guy live. He does not remember the words to any of the songs.
Damn.
He doesn't need to. That's,
He doesn't need to, but that's the whole point. Because
Yeah.
his whole thing's like he freestyles every song. But the song's really a vibe. It's like a minute and 20 seconds.
Fire.
So you got to listen to it
Yeah.
again.
Lit.
Yeah, his
Go
songs
ahead
are
and
real
check
short.
out Carolina by American Beauty.
Yeah. I'll pick that again if I was allowed to.
All right. Thanks for joining us for episode 85 of the Joystick Show. We really appreciate you guys hanging out with us and talking with us about hanging out. That was pretty much what we did there. If you enjoy us, it would help us if you left us a like. I mean, check out this cool new lighting that looks dark on my side, but hopefully it's better on Dylan and Joey's. And fucking go ahead and subscribe to Team Joystick.
Yes.
That helps us a big deal. We're on the road to getting some
Smash.
bigger numbers. You know, I'm going to throw in a shameless self-plug. Check out my Twitch channel. Go ahead and check out twitch.tv/Hey It's Hyde with a Y. That's me. That's your boy. I'm there like 3 days a week. And last but not least, I do want to leave them with something to comment.
Right.
So how about we ask you guys, what was the last movie you guys saw in theaters?
Hey,
That's actually a good
Whoa.
one. We kind of went through like a 3-year pandemic, and I actually know a lot of people that haven't been to the movies since the pandemic. So there's a good chance you're watching this and you haven't seen a movie in theaters in like 3 years. So
Yo, I
Get
really
back
stuck
there.
to. I really stuck to that. I'm not gonna see my first movie back in theaters is Spider-Man. I really stuck.
it's
to
pretty
it.
worth
did
it
it.
too.
I stuck.
Yeah,
I
right?
stuck through it.
Thanks for watching, guys. I really wish I had something funnier to do here, but
Bye bye.